it's really awesome, and it's really cool to be part of this centennial celebration. Yeah, 100 years, and we've been doing this oral history project collecting stories, and it gives you goosebumps, the stories, because this is such a special place to so many different people. We talk with people who grew up in the valley, people who've been camping here for years, people who this was their first time ever visiting this summer to the park, people who have worked here and currently work here. So it's kind of interesting to see all these different personalities, all these people, that this is a special place for all of them. We all are connected because of this place.
Living in St. Charles, it's natural to come down to the park as often as we can and enjoy the hiking and other activities.
I worked for the St. Charles newspaper for a couple of years, and this was in the area where we covered.
Sometimes we'd come down as a family when he was covering something for the paper.
Yep.
Just to be together in the weekend or the evening.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the neatest things I covered as part of the newspaper was just above and behind us where we're at right now is where the peregrine falcons came to nest again after, I think it was on the order of 50 years they had been gone.
We were actually out here hiking a little over a week ago, and Nathan wasn't with us, but the kids were along, and then some kids we take care of for daycare, and we were out on Trout River Run Creek, and I didn't know the bridges were out in a couple spots, but we thought we would just keep going anyway, and I kept telling the kids to be careful crossing over and help the little ones, and I was the one who fell in. So there's always some little story from a hike where something silly happens, or the little memories like that. I think one of the neatest views is from, I think it's Inspiration Point. There's kind of like stepping stones of rock where you can walk all the way out, and from there you have a 360 view almost of the valley that's around. I think that's one of the neatest views around here.
It's peaceful.
It is peaceful.
And it's a nice spot for hiking.
Yeah, lots of good trails. Once you start coming here, you kind of you keep coming back and seeing how things have changed, and come back to see the new things. So that's.
And as the kids have grown, we can do longer hikes and take the tougher trails than we could 4 years ago or 8 years ago. So we can do more down here than we used to.
This is Maury's first time in the water, and he's splashing away.
I want to play!
The water in the river was too cold. It made him cry.
We give this state park and... Hey! Look around! It's a natural playground! You can hike from beginners to experts. You can fish. You can camp. You can play in the water. You can have dogs and cats here. It is amazing!
My husband always does the fishing opener with his family, so we usually come out. I used to come out for the day, but now I'm getting braver and coming out and camping in April. No, I've always loved the outdoors. Always loved camping. My family camped when I was a child, and my dad taught me to fish, so I've always been interested in just having the quiet of nature and just enjoying the getaway from everything else. Life's busy enough, so it's nice to just unplug once in a while. I like that you have privacy when you camp. So you're still kind of away from the city, but there's lots to do here. There's a beach, there's fishing, a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people hiking, taking their dogs out. It's good for families as well as, single people, couples. There's something for everybody, I think. Bring your dogs, and the dogs love it too. So.
I have been coming here since I was a kid with my parents in a tent. We would camp here, and we would camp down in the Gooseberry because that was the only campground at the time. I like to say that I grew up in Whitewater because I've been coming here forever. We brought our kids here when they were young and teenagers, and it's just our park.
Whitewater is just so beautiful, and the trails are so much nicer than some of the other state parks. Well, I've got great memories back in high school when we were dating. Her parents would drag her over here camping on the weekends, so I'd jump in my car and I'd come over for day trips, and we'd go hike the trails. The day trip after prom was over here.
I think when our son comes with his family, he's so excited to show them what he grew up doing, taking his kids into the cave of Chimney Rock. It's a park that's in the valley, so that it makes you get off your iPhone and your computer, and you know, so it's back to the campfires and the talking. Yeah, and now we kind of realize we shouldn't be telling these people that it's mosquito free, because more and more people are coming to Whitewater. We should keep it our little secret.
It's a slice of heaven. How do you beat Whitewater State Park?